T.I. and Tiny's relationship has been a source of inspiration for many people, both inside and outside the music industry. They have faced many challenges over the years, but their love has always remained strong. One of the reasons why T.I. and Tiny's relationship is so beloved is their commitment to each other. They have been together for over 20 years, and their love has only grown stronger with each passing year. They have shown us that true love can endure even the toughest of challenges. Their love story is also one of dedication and sacrifice. T.I. has often talked about how important Tiny is to him and how much he values her support. He has even written songs about her, including Whatever You Like, which became a hit single. Tiny, for her part, has always been there for T.I., supporting him through his music career and legal troubles. In addition to their commitment to each other, T.I. and Tiny are also dedicated to giving back to their community. They have used their platform to raise awareness about social justice issues and to support charities and causes that are important to them. They have also started their own foundation, the Harris Community Works Foundation, which provides support to families in need. It was a love that many envied, a union that seemed unbreakable. T.I. and Tiny, the power couple that had weathered many storms, seemed to have it all. But behind the glitz and glamour lay a tragedy that would shake the foundation of their relationship to its core. The story of T.I. and Tiny is one that has captured the public's attention for years.
You want it your way, I want it my way, and we have an inability to...
It was a love story that was full of highs and lows, a relationship that had been tested time and time again. But nothing could have prepared them for the scandal that would ultimately bring them to their knees. Their love story began in Atlanta, where T.I. was a rising star in the rap game, and Tiny was a member of the girl group Escape. They met at a concert, and from that moment on, they were inseparable. T.I. was drawn to Tiny's beauty, her strength, and her unwavering loyalty. Tiny saw in T.I. a man who was ambitious, talented, and passionate about his craft. But as their careers took off, the pressures of fame and fortune began to take a toll on their relationship. T.I. was constantly on the road, touring and recording, while Tiny was busy with her own projects. They were like ships passing in the night, and the distance between them grew wider with each passing day. And then came the rumors. Whispers of infidelity, betrayal, and secret love affairs. T.I. was accused of cheating on Tiny with other women, and Tiny was rumored to have had her own indiscretions. T.I. has had several high-profile relationships over the years. Some of the women he has dated include Tiny, T.I.'s wife and the mother of his children. They have been together for over 20 years and have weathered many ups and downs together. Lauren London. T.I. and Lauren London dated for a brief period in the mid-2000s. They were often seen together at events and on red carpets. Hoops. T.I. briefly dated reality TV star Hoops in 2010. The relationship didn't last long, but they remained friendly. Bernice Burgos. T.I. was linked to model Bernice Burgos in 2017. They were spotted together on several occasions, but the relationship didn't last. Blac Chyna. T.I. and Blac Chyna were rumored to have dated in 2017. However, neither party ever confirmed the relationship. The tabloids had a field day, and the public couldn't get enough of the drama. But through it all, T.I. and Tiny tried to hold on to their love. They went to counseling, they talked things out, they even renewed their vows in a lavish ceremony. But the scars of their past never truly healed, and the trust that was once the cornerstone of their relationship was shattered beyond repair. And then, just when it seemed like they had weathered the worst of the storm, the unthinkable happened. Allegations of sexual assault and misconduct surfaced, and T.I. and Tiny found themselves at the center of a scandal that would rock the music industry. The allegations against T.I. and Tiny were serious, and they were not to be taken lightly. They were accused of drugging and sexually assaulting women, and the evidence against them was damning. It was a tragedy of epic proportions, a love story that had been torn apart by the very same thing that had brought them together: music. The details of the allegations are too disturbing to recount here, but suffice it to say that they were nothing short of horrific. T.I. and Tiny denied the accusations vehemently, but the damage was already done. Their reputation was in shambles, their careers were in jeopardy, and their relationship was hanging by a thread. than just a love story. It was a cautionary tale about the perils of fame, fortune, and the spotlight. T.I. and Tiny had fallen victim to the very same things that had propelled them to the top of the music industry: greed, ego, and a thirst for power. While T.I. has dated several women over the years, his relationship with Tiny has always been his most significant and enduring one. They have been together for over 2 decades and have built a life together that includes children, a successful music career, and a commitment to social justice and philanthropy. Despite their love and commitment, their relationship has not been without its challenges. In 2016, Tiny filed for divorce from T.I., citing irreconcilable differences. However, they eventually reconciled, and Tiny called off the divorce proceedings. They have been open about their struggles and have used their platform to encourage other couples to work through their problems and stay committed to each other. T.I. and Tiny were once close friends with R. Kelly, the R&B superstar who had become embroiled in a long and sordid scandal involving allegations of sexual assault and misconduct. Despite the mounting evidence against him, T.I. and Tiny stood by their friend, insisting that he was innocent until proven guilty. But as the allegations against R. Kelly continued to mount, T.I. and Tiny found themselves in the crosshairs of the scandal. Rumors began to circulate that they too had been involved in the same kind of behavior, allegations that they vehemently denied. But the damage had already been done. T.I. and Tiny's reputation had been tarnished, and their once stellar careers were in jeopardy. They had become pariahs in the music industry, with many of their colleagues turning their backs on them in disgust. It's worth noting that T.I. has also faced allegations of infidelity during his marriage to Tiny, which has caused some controversy over the years. However, despite these challenges, they have remained committed to each other and continue to inspire us with their love story. In the end, it was a tragedy of Shakespearean proportions. A love that was once so pure and true had been poisoned by jealousy, betrayal, and scandal. T.I. and Tiny had lost everything they had worked so hard for, and they were left to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives. It was a sad and bitter end to a love story that had once seemed so full of promise.
Thank you for watching. Please share your opinion about this topic. See you soon.